Okay, class, we're now back to looking at bone. We had talked about more of the histology of compact bone. Now we're looking at the histology of spongy bone. All right, here's an example of a location to obtain spongy bone. The microscopic anatomy of spongy bone uses a pseudo-haversian system. Pseudo means you do not have to have all the components of the true haversian system. Let me say it again. You do not have to have all the components of the true haversian system, because the blood vessels can get into the interstices between here. Therefore, cells in these lacunae are not that far away from a blood supply. With compact bone, however, the blood vessels could only get so close. Remember, with compact bone, the blood vessels could only get so close because you had this solid layer of compact bone. So you had to come up in the center. But in spongy, you don't, because you're not like compact bone. So we come back again. So you don't, so what is the difference between you do not need the haversian hole? You do not need the haversian hole. Now, each of these bones that you see here, segments of bone, are called a trabeculae. Each of these, those called a trabeculae. No osteon, see, because the osteon would have that hole in the center. Contain irregularly arranged lamellae. See, here's the lamellae, and they're not concentric, but they are irregularly arranged. And capillaries and end ostium supply, because again, where this is located is closer to, look at here, to the medullary cavity where the end ostium would be. So we go to this picture here. This would show then cancellous bone, spongy bone, right here, spongy bone, and here would be those trabeculae. Here's those irregular shaped, let's go here, those irregular shaped areas, no central hole, and so forth. So that is how spongy bone would appear. That's how spongy bone. Now again, I suggest you go and you look at that video. I suggest you look at that video and go from there. Okay, this is a short one. I'm going to close it here. And then we'll go to bone 2. Then we'll go to bone 2.